What up? So y'all probably might be sick of me talking about these dudes, but guess what? I'm not sick of me talking about these dudes. Let me move this. That's something for my other YouTube channel. I don't think y'all be interested in that. But anyways, I'm here to just respond to another video again from these gentlemen. And yeah, the name change. So it's about the supposed well, they're not Black Panther group, but they were a supposed Panther group that talked a lot about I did response videos about them protecting folks out there in Philadelphia, Minnesota, I believe, as well. Um with the ICE protest that was going on. Why am I having a hard time? Okay. I done forgot how to share the screen. Anyways, so they changed the name to the Black Lion Party, as you can see from the title in the video. I'm gonna play the video and then share my thoughts. You know what it is over here at this point in time, or you should know. So without further ado, let's go.
All power to the people. As everyone knows, I'm Paul Birdsong. I got a message from Aaron Dixon today saying that he no longer supports us. That after he gave me orders to make a video saying that him and other members were coming, that he withdrew his support. And that he said that this situation is unimportant to him, even though my comrades have risked their lives and spent thousands of hours of their time and dollars in life standing behind a cause.
That was y'all's choice. See, the thing about when you choose to fight for anybody, yourself or your own people or other people, when you choose to fight for folks, you can't necessarily complain about the mad hours that you put, the man hours. I'm gonna put mad hours because women out here fighting as well. So let's not disrespect the ladies out there putting their line, their blood, sweat, and tears on the line as well. So, but you still can't complain about the mad hours that you put in when you decided this is what you wanted to do. This is what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want to consider yourself a leader of upon leader or a men of men or a man leading other men or a man teaching other men how to stand up and lead. Men don't complain about situations they put themselves in. They signed up for, no matter how difficult it may be. So, yeah, I mean it sucks when somebody withdraws their support after they claim they wanted to support you, but again, you signed up for this, bruh. Anyways, let's continue. I like the gear though. Nah, let me stop joking. Let's continue.
He said he's going to make a statement saying no one has the right to call himself a Black Panther going forward. I told him to make sure that he put in that statement that he did, in fact, give us the right to call ourselves that because I still have the messages where he did, just in case he doesn't. And I put in there also make sure that you put in there that Emory Douglas did give us the right to wear that emblem because I still have the messages where that happened too. But as it stands, because of that, because of me and my comrades risking our lives and all the heat that we went under, because of the counter-revolutionary practices, because we don't believe in black nationalism, like Bobby Seale said in the video that I shared on my page earlier, that black nationalism is acquiesce to racism, and that we don't stand like that we're internationalists and intercommunalists, just
I was gonna wait to make this point because I've seen this video before, so I know what he's saying. I was gonna wait to make this point at the end, but I'm gonna make it now. You should have just started off calling yourself the Bobby Seals Party then, the party of Bobby Seals or the Seals, right? The Black Seals or something like that. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm literally trying to give this man some free damn game. I usually charge for some good ass marketing advice like this, bro. I'm giving you this free stuff because although I disagree with your fight or who you're fighting for per se, I don't I still like what these dudes are standing for, or what they claim that they stand for, or whatever. It sounds nice at the very least, right? I still like and support the very much promotion of protecting yourself via the Second Amendment. I love all of that, right? I love that messaging. So yeah, they're fighting for you know, international solidarity is what they put it. And that sounds great, but then that never really is reciprocated to Black Americans, or that's rarely reciprocated to Black Americans. Now, at least, back in the day, you could have made a claim, but nowadays that's not the case. Um, you know, yeah, I don't feel right in joining their fight, but I respect it. But nonetheless, he brings up Bobby Seals, and I get what he's saying here. So just name it after Bobby Seals. If you had this dude's blessings for so much, or you've got the blessings of the Seals name so much, why not just name it after him in the first place? Therefore, you can avoid all this drama that's happening between you and the Black Panthers. Apparently, he's saying that he did have permission to use their name and their logo, their likeness essentially. He's saying he had permission to do all of that. And then they're now, because of the online backlash or whatever the case is, people are saying not to allow them to use said name or emblem or all this other stuff. I don't know the ins and outs. Just because I love the Black Panther Party doesn't mean that I'm a part of it, nor do I know, the ins and outs and stuff. Um, I don't know anyone personally a part of the Panther parties here. I just see them do their thing, and I salute them and I love them for what they have done. Not just they're trying to do here, but back in the days as well. But I'll continue on.
Like he would know and said, we will no longer identify with this flag. We will no longer identify ourselves as the Black Panther Party for self-defense. We're going to take OG from the town's advice. We're going to take the name that he decided to put out there. We're going to call ourselves the Black Lion Party for International Solidarity. Reason for the international solidarity is because we will stand with the immigrants. We will stand with the people being terrorized for ICE. We will stand with any oppressed people across the world. We will keep feeding every single day, keep offering food every single day. We will keep patrolling the community with guns. We will keep stopping drug dealers, keep stopping sex traffickers. We will keep stopping police brutality. This little plaque that I got, it says Paul Birdsong, and as a Panther, it says since 2020. I don't regret the work that I've done because it's brought me to this point. But going forward, these Panther patches will no longer be on my uniform.
This part is hella dramatic, by the way. They could have done all this stuff off camera, like threw away their Panther stuff off camera, but this is supposed to be like for dramatic effect for those who couldn't tell.
Me and my comrades stand independent. We are willing to work with any organization that stands for the rights of every living person, any organization that stands against imperialism, attacking immigrants. Now, if you're out here raping people and killing people and selling drugs and different stuff like that, yeah, deport them. But those people out there that are just working hard, trying to provide for their families, trying to escape the guerrilla warfare and the cartel warfare that's happening in their countries, to come for that promise of the American dream that the United States of America Incorporated lies about, we feel that they shouldn't be bothered, and we're willing to stand beside them to ensure that they're not. All power to the people. All power to the people.
All right, and that's the end of that. Ain't no point in watching the last 16 seconds. All right, let's stop recording. Let's get right into it. So again, as I was stating, honestly, like I'm not mad at them, the Black Lion Party, although the name sounds no, but in all seriousness, like you want to do that, you want to do that. I don't care for the name. I don't care for, I respect, let me again make it clear that I respect what these folks are fighting for. But I'm not going to join the fight once again, you know, until I feel as though that, again, Black Americans are getting just as much of a concern that people who aren't citizens of this country are getting, then I will not be joining their fight. We need to get ours first, and that's been my stance since forever, and that's my stance now. We need to be getting ours. Though, do I like seeing ICE agents go around terrorizing people? Absolutely not. And that's why I am for taking up arms, taking up whatever means of protection to protect yourself. But as I stated when I talked about what happened with Alex Preddy, what happened with I already forgot her name, to be honest with you, the white lady. No disrespect, that's just me, I guess, not submerging myself in the news of that. But whether I remember her name or not, I still believe she should be alive. I don't think anyone should be killed, murdered, beat, harassed for their political views or their beliefs or their moral views. But again, you're not gonna find me out there doing what y'all doing. You know, um, if they wanna, as long as they don't waste their time, they being the Black Lion Party and anyone who wants to, join their fight, whether via their organization or just fight alongside with them. As long as y'all get out of Black Americans' way or you're not trying to force us, especially me, but trying to force us to join your fight, then you won't hear from me about what y'all are doing. But if you're gonna try to convince me that I should give up caring about myself and my community, my people, to care for others who've not only come here, not saying all immigrants, but there have been a number of them, an alarming number of them who've come to come to America, come to black neighborhoods, harmed black folks, taking away opportunities from us. And we're supposed to just because we don't want to seem racist or whatever the case is, or be labeled black nationalists. Black nationalism doesn't have the same weight as white nationalism. I wish y'all would just stop. And if you were really Mr. Paul Birdsong or Songbird, whatever your name is, if you were really a student of the Black Panther Party, you would understand the clear differences between black nationalism and white nationalism. The way that he said it in this video made it seem as though he sounded just like the very racist who say some shit about the Black Panthers. Oh, you guys are anti-white nationalists, but you're pro the Black Panthers were racist. They're black nationalist group. That is the same vibe you gave off and you claim to be for black people and you claim to be against white supremacy and white nationalism. But you use their talking point to discredit the Black Panthers because you're upset at them because a couple of members said you can no longer use their name and likeness to promote your agendas. So yeah, I have an issue with that. But other than that, I don't really have an issue with him changing the name or them changing their name. I don't have an issue per se of them fighting whoever they want to fight for. I'm just not joining the fight. You can disagree with someone's motives and still not take an issue with something, right? Let's use one lighthearted example before I go. I don't like chitlins. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think chitlins are nasty as hell. But just because I don't like chitlins doesn't mean I don't think anyone should like them or anyone should eat them. If you want to eat them, go right ahead. But you're not gonna find me eating them and don't. And as long as you're not trying to shame me or trying to convince me to eat chitlins, or another example, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I don't mind when people do it. I have a problem when people try to force me to do it though. The problem isn't you're drinking or smoking. The problem is when you're trying to force me to do something I don't want to do. So as long as the same ideology goes with this group here or any other group, I don't have a problem that you're fighting for immigrants or, you want an international collaboration. I don't have a problem with that. My problem comes is when you try to force me and others who believe and think like me to try to join your fight. You should want to lead by example. If any of us see what you all are doing and have a change of mind, change of heart, and want to join that way, then cool. But trying to force us and then trying to say things like black nationalism and then use that as an insult because he knew what the fuck he was doing by saying that shit. Don't nah. I could read between the lines, but Paul, you wasn't using that as a term of endearment. You was using that to try to synonymize black nationalism with white nationalism, and I'm not going to stand for that. So watch yourself with that. All right. Other than that, you can say whatever you want, but stop trying to guilt trip black folks, black nationalists into joining your fight because a dumbass is going to hear that and say, "Oh my God, I don't want to be compared to a white nationalist." Nah. Anyways, that's my thoughts about this situation here. If you're if you have thoughts about this, you should let me know your thoughts. You can let me know your thoughts by leaving a comment down below. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Take care. Oh yeah, and go Patriots.